Well, we have a new segment here on Take Two, and it's all about protecting you and your home, especially with hurricane season coming up. We are teaming up with Structural Systems to keep you safe from the storm. And this morning, we're talking about signs your house is moving. Joining us now is Damian Enright, president and owner of Structural Systems. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, thank you for having me.
Yes, very important to talk about, very timely. But before we get to some of those tips, talk about Structural Systems, what it's all about, and the history.
Sure. Well, Structural Systems has been around for 34 years now. My parents, Joe and Christy Enright, founded it way back in 1985. And when they first started out, we really specialized in concrete repairs, masonry work. And my dad noticed that there was tons of clients, homeowners, coming to him with a foundation repair need or a foundation repair concern. So slow but sure, he networked with engineers and contractors and manufacturers on the mainland, and he brought in various systems to help homeowners with all the soil problems that we have here. Whether you're looking or talking about Makakilo or Waimanalo or Aina, each area has a different kind of soil characteristic and therefore needs a different type of fix or repair. So he teamed up with the engineers and the manufacturers and was able to provide that value. For me personally, I was lucky enough to work alongside him for 13 years. And along with my mom, they basically taught me everything I know about business, about relationships and integrity. So from there, for the last 6 years, my mom and I have continued his legacy and have really been lucky enough to be able to help hundreds of homeowners around town, the state of Hawaii, with their soil and foundation needs. Homes are probably the biggest investment a person will make, and it's so important that they protect them and they stabilize them and make sure they're in good shape.
So what should homeowners be looking for at their property to identify signs of sinking or settling?
Sure, good question. Cracks are pretty much the biggest telltale sign of settlement or shifting, whether you're talking about your drywall or the block walls around your house. If you get a heavy rain and all of a sudden you notice that your windows are sticking or your patio lanai doors aren't sliding like they used to, that could be a sign of settlement. If your kids or your grandkids put a ball down and it rolls to the whole other side of the house,
right,
your home is probably sinking or shifting. We have a lot of post and pier homes in Hawaii. Those are the homes that when they're lifted up off the ground and you can poke your head underneath. If you look under your home and you notice that the wood posts are either floating or tilted or cockeyed, that could be a sign. And a lot of retaining walls in Hawaii, if they're shifting, bowing, leaning, that could be a big concern for you and your property.
And tell us why it's such a big concern and why these signs are so important to recognize.
Sure, I can't express enough how crucial it is to be proactive about your foundations. Most people are excited and really take part in the finishes, the bathrooms, the kitchens, all those exciting things, right? But the most important part of your home is your foundation. And if you let that go or fall by the wayside, the value you got with that brand new kitchen isn't going to be there. So what could be a small little problem in one section of the home can start to spider its way back to another portion. A small problem that maybe a small amount of money could triple or quadruple if not addressed immediately. So the goal is just to minimize the cost and to do maintenance on your house.
And even if you're not sure, it's always good to ask the experts just in case there is a problem. So how can they get a hold of you?
They can give us a call at Structural Systems or check us out on our website at ssihawaii.com.
Okay, and this applies to all homes. Just because you have a relatively brand new home, it doesn't mean there might not be a problem, right?
Correct. We see homes that are 50-year-old need our help or brand new, two months off the market, need our help as well.
Okay, very important, very timely. Thank you so much again, Damian, for coming here, and you're actually going to be joining us on a regular basis now that hurricane season is coming soon, right?
Looking forward to it.
All right, looking forward to it too. Thank you so much.